Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Trespasser. In the last episode, we raised the final bridges to this alluvion, which means we should be able to get to this upside down area and see just what the Qunari are up to.
Survivor of the Breach, Herald of Change, Hero of the South.
The Viddasala, I presume.
After fulfilling your purpose at the Breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
We don't have to fight. My mark isn't a danger. You're not up to killing me. We don't know that our mark isn't a danger. It's been flaring up something fierce. Aenor's tired. She'd rather avoid a fight if she can.
It's not too late to put our weapons down and talk.
There's no need to pretend that you're blind to what you've begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the south defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
Yeah, so what are you gonna do about it?
Then enlighten me about the Qun's plans for us.
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fen'Harel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why do you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Darvaarad.
And of course she leaves without answering the question. Of course she does. Now then, there are barrels of Gatlock around. I don't know if these are explodable ones though, so... Oh lord! I saw that, yeah. Oh, it's a shock trooper. I thought it was a Cerebas. He sure as shit flew over though. Damn! Okay, let me in. I'm the tank, let me in. Let's do one of these. Excuse me? Yes! Spring! Oh lord. What is happening? Hi there. Hello, big buddy. You're right, sir. Shut up. And on me. Tap him. Get him. You know what? You do one of them. You do one of them. Okay, there we go. Come on. Take him out. Okay. Oh, there is a Cerebas. Hello. It's alright, big buddy. Whee. Nope. More spinny spins. Oh, how dare. Let me have him. There we go. And no one has anything to say about all that? Okay. Okay, I guess they're just like, it's just another Tuesday for us. This is perfectly normal. Oh, again, I know I keep saying this. I love this area. I think it's so pretty. Did any of y'all... You did. Thank you. Darvaarad Keystone. A stinking cheetah. Okay, what have we got? We've got sleeping quarters and all this, that, and the other, so therefore there should be some evidence that tells us what the Qunari were doing here. Like this. Tattered note. This scrap of parchment is written in both Qunlat and the common tongue, although the letters in Qunlat are shaky. Please excuse my Qunlat. Its subtleties elude me, even with your patient teaching. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants, leaving on an errand. We are hiding where you told us, waiting for signs that Dragon's Breath has begun. Victory is in the Qun. The Shem nobles, they assumed we were servants. The Qunlat is shaky. Why were they translating Qunlat into common tongue? Because the people reading it couldn't speak Qunlat.
No wonder the Qunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Qunari spies.
And the spies appear to be elven. Which, let's be honest, elves do make the best spies. No one looks at them. Ooh. Oh, hell. Oh, warrior or mage only. Okay, okay. Yeah, I am gonna have to have a look at all of the accessories I've pulled out. I'll get to you in a minute. And then let's do one of these. Okay. I've been betrayed. How dare. Much offense. And this makes us invulnerable too, so... Excellent. Now then, let's finish up exploring the area before we go speak with the Archivist. Okay, up there. I'll get to you. The Risk of Cerebas. This sheaf of notes is written mostly in Qunlat, but select paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. Those born outside the Qun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with a loss of the self. Those of the Qun since birth do not understand why we risk using Cerebas. We have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems impossible they could ever do anything but drown. It is right that we enlighten you, so your purpose here is clear. We have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the Fade. This veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staid. Thus does every action carry rightness and all paths converge. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. In our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that, we risk our lives. The Cerebas who have joined in this endeavour understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of Ashkari Kuzlun. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is in our own power to create the world or destroy it. For peace, we will endure any horrors here. We will create a safer world or destroy the old one.
These are Viddasala's papers. She brought mages here to research strengthening the veil. It explains why the Qunari thought it was worth camping here.
That it does. Yoink. Superb amulet of evasion. Ooh. Yeah, there's nothing hidden around here. Okay. Okay, yeah, that is everything explored. Or at least it should be. Let me just do one last run around, just to double check. Better to be safe than sorry. Nothing here. Yeah, and nothing here. Okay. Yeah, good stuff. And yeah, there's nothing over there now. Hello, Archivist.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open. Can you tell me where a Qunari called Viddasala went? Yes, we heard much. Although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Darvaarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder.
Well, we have a keystone.
I found a keystone with one of the Qunari. Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira. It glows. It will open the way to the Darvaarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the paths. I can now raise one, if you wish to go.
Oh, well, we do, but, we should probably say thank you first. This spirit has been incredibly polite.
You've been very helpful. Gildethan was what the Elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One Elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew. We've got to find the Darvaarad and corner Viddasala there.
Okay, but first we have to listen to Blackwall.
You know, when I travelled alone, I'd fight bandits, some drunk chevaliers. Nothing out of the ordinary. Back with the Inquisition, and a moment later we're battling secret Qunari assassins in a dream library. I wouldn't have missed this for anything.
I'm glad you're here, Tom.
Oh, Cowl, my baby. What I was going to say is I bring you to the fanciest of places, Rainier. Only the best for my friends. And Sarah. And this brings us out here. Now then, yes. Now, does the Archivist have anything else to say? Now that we've reunited her, it, them? Now that we've reunited them with themselves, I feel like she might have more to say. You're doing all right, chicken.
Greetings.
Okay, no, you don't.
We'll be going now. Wisdom guide you.
Okay, wisdom guide you too. Thank you for the assistance. And back we go.
Your agents confirm there are Gatlock battles in Denerim's palace?
Yes, and in Val Royeaux and across the Free Marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
The Qunari are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
Oh, there is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
Oh, we're the leak. We're the leak. Tell us what you know. Yeah. Yeah. I think Aenor... Like, I know I keep saying this, she's tired. She's at her wit's end. And the few things keeping her going, her grandfather is now dead. The reason why she has been playing the role of Inquisitor, smiling, you know, waving like, yeah, I'm the Inquisitor, I'm not dying on the inside. The reason why she has been doing this, it's for, you know, the men and women of Thedas, who now apparently are like, well, it's been 2 years, what have you done for us since? If Arl Tegan and Duke Cyril are anything to go by. So, you know, they're kind of having a go at her. And then the last group was the men and women of the Inquisition. The soldiers who were risking their lives, who looked to her for guidance and inspiration. And, you know, we've seen them being absolute dicks, fighting with the palace guards, acting superior, basically being like, oh, we're the Inquisition, we can do whatever the fuck we want to you guys. Like, just being terrible, terrible people. And on top of that, we're responsible for all of this. It's like the last thing has now been taken away. Her grandfather is dead. The regular men and women of Thedas view the Inquisition as more of a hindrance than anything. And the Inquisition itself, those brave men and women, are corrupt.
This is our fault.
Fault? No. But our responsibility.
How did it happen?
The elven servant handling the barrels has disappeared. Notes in his quarters suggest he was a Qunari spy.
But the servant was Orlesian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
Yeah, so who was it?
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing. I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Qunari turned them into spies.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Oh. I'm removing this one from the table because Aenor has been saying, you know, like, oh, the Inquisition should continue, but she doesn't believe it. That's what Cullen and Josie have told her to say. Liliana has, in her own way, been bolstering Aenor's feelings. Because Liliana has been pushing for the Inquisition to be disbanded, and hearing someone else say that they agree with her, you know, I think that would have helped Aenor a lot. Throughout all of this, she's kind of been feeling numb. A little bit dead on the inside. But I think the realization that I was doing this for 3 groups of people, one of them is dead, one of them doesn't like us, and the other was corrupt. The last kind of group that I had, my men, the soldiers under my command, the servants I was protecting, that I was doing all of this to inspire them, they were actually spies the entire time, and they've stabbed me in the back. They've stabbed us in the back. I think it would be a little bit of a shock to the system. Kind of, not exactly a wake-up call, but I think it would push Aenor to once again be like, you know, this isn't right. This isn't right. We should have gone 2 years ago. Our job was done. It was over, it was ended, and we have stuck around for far too long.
A few years ago, we railed at the mages at Redcliffe for becoming corrupt. We did the same to the Grey Wardens. Look at us now. I fought to protect the Inquisition in this exalted council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Qunari body. You've all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't want to die. This fucking thing. Don't worry about it. Oh, I do think Aenor would be more than a little pissed off with Josephine right there For years, since the beginning of the Inquisition, Aenor has been saying, I'm uncomfortable with this, I don't like this, and Josie has always been the one of the ones being like, hey, you're doing this for the Inquisition, don't worry. Like, she's been sweet about it, she's been very sweet, but at the same time there have been multiple instances where Josie has been like, oh, I think you're the Herald of Andraste. What do you think about it? I don't think that's right. Well, people are just going to view you as humble anyway, so whatever your heraldness. Josie has invalidated Aenor's feelings. She has encouraged her to be the Inquisitor. And then after all of this time, Josie's suddenly being like, I fought to protect the Inquisition, and you've all done this stuff. And it's like, you were complicit. You were complicit in all of that, and now that you're upset, suddenly it's an issue. It wasn't an issue before, but now it is. And Aenor is stood there. She's just had this shock to the system of like, the servants I was, inspiring are corrupt. The people of Thedas don't like us. My grandfather is dead. This, that, and the other. My hand is in agony. I think I'm dying. And you're upset because things haven't worked out the way you planned for them. And now suddenly it's everyone else's fault. And it isn't yours. Fuck that.
Shit, damn it. We save Ferelden, and they're angry. We save Orlais, and they're angry. We closed the breach twice, and my own hand wants to kill me. Could one thing in this fucking world just stay fixed? I need to get to the Darvaarad. You can all fight amongst yourselves once I'm back.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
At this stage, Aenor is done with this bullshit. She has put up with this bullshit. She has kept quiet, she has smiled and been polite and been the inspiration that everyone has demanded, and it has just been continuously thrown back in her face. Again and again and again. And it, like, Josie's outburst, I think, was the last straw. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. You've been encouraging this, and now that you're upset, suddenly it's a problem. It wasn't a problem before, though. So no, I'm not dealing with any of this bullshit. Now that I'm being asked, inform the summit. Don't hide this. Let everyone know we need to be honest here.
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened.
I will inform them personally.
Leliana, I can...
No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the Alluvion, in case the Qunari attack the palace.
Make her watch over you.
That... Also, the music is badass, but, that cutscene seemed a little glitchy to me. It ended so harshly. And the music came in at kind of an odd time. Yeah, I don't think that cutscene was supposed to go exactly like that, but oh well. Again, I need to check. There could be more codex entries hidden around. Also, I need to fill my potions. I need to do that before I head to the Darvaarad. I do love all of those options there. You know, for the Inquisitor's outburst. They're so good. They're so good. But I really like this fucking thing for Aenor. Like I said, she has had the patience of a saint, and it has been thrown back in her face time and time again. Well, no more. Absolutely not. No more of this bullshit. One of the last things her grandfather said to her was like, at some point you need to stand up for yourself, girl, because right now everyone's taking the piss. Everyone's treating you like trash, and you need to put a stop to that. And she is. She may not have been able to do it while her grandfather was alive, but she's doing it now. Like hell, she is going to be walked over for 1 second more. And that is why I like Aenor's story. Artin and Amelia, in terms of characters, they're both very static. Paper Dog. A collection of letters, invitations, urgent messages, and other sundry papers all addressed to the Viscount of Kirkwall. Someone has folded them into the shape of a Mabari sticking out its tongue. Hey, good job, Varric. Good job. But, yeah, both Artin and Amelia are very static characters. They change the world around them, but are not necessarily changed by it. Artin kind of got softened by her relationship with Alistair, but she was still very much the exact same character. Colin's got a guard petting his dog, I love it. She was still very much the same determined, politically savvy Orzammar first dwarf that she was at the beginning. Amelia, she never really got over her fear. If anything, things just got worse for her, let's be honest. And like I said, she really wasn't changed at all by the events of Dragon Age 2. Aenor, on the other hand, I forget the term. Like I said, I know one is a static character. I forget the term for the other kind, but Aenor is very much changed by the events of Dragon Age Inquisition. And I really like her story. The story of someone who is beat down by the events of the game. She kind of gets taken advantage of, in a way that neither Amelia or Artin do. Amelia kind of got taken advantage of by Anders, but Artin really knew her mind. That's beautiful. She really knew her mind, and she wasn't going to put up with anyone's nonsense. Amelia, yes, she got taken advantage of by Anders, but that was really it. Aenor, she gets taken advantage of all throughout Dragon Age Inquisition. And I just like her story being like, she's been taken advantage of, but in the end, she learns to stand up for herself. She learns to say, no, I'm not dealing with this, no more. I've reached my limit. And she kind of gains an inner strength. Aenor looks to others for approval. You know, from her clan, from her grandfather's family, from the men and women in the Inquisition. She looks for that approval. She doesn't want to let people down. And it's only at the end of everything where she kind of realizes, I need to find approval within myself. I'm the only one who can do that. Okay, let's sell... We can sell all of these. And what does the shield look like? That's crap. Yeah, I need to go through these. I need to go through them.
Royal must be here.
Where are we up to? Okay. Spirit books can eat it. Real things are real. Knobs have that look. Ending coming. Not right. Do everything for everyone. Get sick. Not right. Can't put arrows in it. Put them everywhere else. I will never miss. I will make them know Aenor had, scratched out, has friends. Even her companions think she's dying. There are many empty pages and then one that is dog-eared. Get that. A lovingly completed drawing of Dagna smiling. The nose is smudged, probably by a kiss. There is an arrow pointing to it that says, kiss smudge from kissing. Okay. Dagna could still do better. I'm gonna keep saying that. Okay, let me out. Let me out, please.
Position is not so unreasonable.
Oh, it's all gone tits up. Isn't that great? I think, yeah, equip potions. Let's get these filled. Cassandra, you're fine. Sarah, you're fine. Let me go for Dorian. Varric. Iron Bull. And background to us. Okay. Lovely jubbly. Again, I'm just double checking for any codex entries. You doing all right?
Well met, your worship.
Aye. Emergency measures. The order has been given. All known double agents within the Inquisition are being neutralized, and all suspect agents are being isolated from any information coming in or out of the Winter Palace. We've received messenger birds back from multiple cities. The Inquisition is not the only organization compromised by Qunari spies. In Valrio, Gatlock barrels were being put into position by low-placed servants in the Grand Cathedral and Council of Heralds. In Denerim, Qunari spies were revealed among low-ranking members of the City Watch. Starkhaven was seeded with spies among its own palace servants. In light of our lack of oversight on this matter, I will understand if an agent better suited to the task is promoted in my place. A reply below in Liliana's hand. The blame falls on me. I will not let anyone else appropriate it, no matter how well intended. Do not forget the lives we've saved by warning other cities about the Gatlock barrel. Besides, my friend, I have enough scandalous gossip on you that I know I can trust you. Of how many other agents is this true? The following line is in the original handwriting. At least 23, my lady, but your point is taken. Oh. Oh, that's sweet. I will miss you, Charter. You were a good spy. Okay. And... oh! I didn't even notice you there. I am going to leave this episode off right here. In the next one, we make our way to the Darvaarad. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. Aye, good for you. So please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.